Hello students, welcome to English session. So today we're going to see unit 3, that is Galileo. So I guess you must know something about Galileo. Yeah, exactly. Telescope, correct? Let's read in the lesson what and how did he find the telescope. So let's start our lesson. Galileo. Look at these glossary words, read out loudly along with the meaning. Let's start our lesson. It is common knowledge today that the earth is a planet revolving around the sun. But there was a time not many centuries ago when even learned men believed that the earth was fixed in space and the sun and all other heavenly bodies went round it. The man who first brought to light the fact about them was a great scientist and the astronomer called Galileo Galilei. He was born in the year 1564 in the Italian town of Pisa. So now it's about introduction of Galileo. Okay, so today we know that Earth revolves around the sun, that rounds around the sun. Okay, but before a long ago, before centuries ago, people used to learn. People used to believe that the sun will be in the rounding, whereas Earth is fixed. The Earth will be fixed, and around the Earth, the sun and the other heavenly bodies around it. Okay, but there was a first person, Mr. Galileo, who taught with the experiment that the sun will be a static, the sun will be in a middle place, and all the heavenly bodies along with the Earth revolve around the sun. And second paragraph, in the year 1608, a man called Hans Lippershey, you can see a picture. He was a person who belongs to a native of Holland, okay, and he invented the telescope, okay, and this telescope, which the astronomer watch the sky. So with this, Lippershey has made the telescope. With that telescope, they can see or they can watch the sky, okay, and this telescope makes the distant object appear too near, right? Telescope, you have it. When you use telescope, the far things will also look like a nearby, correct? Now when Galileo heard about the invention, okay, invention, he became greatly interested in it. Okay, so when he heard about Lippershey's telescope, he put an interest in a telescope, okay, and he started began to study astronomy, and he saw that the invention would be wonderful aid to the astronomer. As he was studying astronomy, he thought if this telescope has been done, okay, it is a plus point, it will be more useful in a astronomer, okay, and he started working on a telescope for himself, okay, and very soon he made a telescope which was a better one, 100% better than the Lippershey which he had made. In fourth paragraph, Galileo's telescope was the first that was ever turned towards the stars. Looking through it, he saw 100 times as many stars he could see with his bare eyes. So when he made a telescope and it was successful, he just reached out to the skies. Okay, he can see hundreds of stars which you cannot see with the naked eye, with a normal eye, right? And he also saw the Milky Ways. Okay, he saw some wide band of light scenes across the sky at night, and he found millions of faint stars, small little bit of stars he can see. Okay, and he turned the telescope on the moon, and that is what he saw, filled with him amazement. Okay, now he just turned his telescope and he saw in the moon. Now what did he find on the moon? He found even the moon has a surface, okay, which looks like a smooth. He also saw some high mountains and deep valleys like how we have on Earth. Correct. So he, through the telescope, he saw in the moon, on the moon, it has a surface, it has mountains, it has a deep valleys, like how we have on Earth. So in paragraph 5, greatly excited by these discoveries, Galileo carried his telescope to Venice and showed it to the learned men of the city. Okay, now learned man is nothing but the experienced person. Okay, now he was filled with happiness. Okay, and he took that telescope and he went to the Venice, and the people of Venice crowd at his house to have a look of looking tube. They look it to the top of the high buildings and look through it at the ship out in the sea. They saw ships 50 miles away appearing to be only 15 miles off. When the ruler of Venice was shown the instrument, he was greatly pleased with the invention and appointed Galileo the professor of life at the university. Okay, so now when Venice he went and he showed his experiment. Okay, everybody were happy, everybody were amazed, and that king of Venice, he chose him to become a professor of his own university. Understood? So in this paragraph, he has invented the telescope. He looked in the sky, he watched different kinds of stars, different kinds of planets, and even he saw into the moon, which looks like a similar like a Earth. And when he was too much excited, he took that to the Venice, where the people were too much experienced. Okay, and when people look into that, the king of Venice, the ruler of Venice, he has given the position as a professor for his university. In paragraph 6, the first telescope that Galileo made magnified objects 3 times their size. Later he made one that magnified them 8 times. Okay, now Galileo, when he made the first telescope, okay, it has 3 times, it can looks magnified 3 times in the size. Okay, and when he made the second one, it was 8 times, it was 8 times looks bigger. Understood? First one was 3 times bigger in the size, and second one is 8 times bigger in the size. But he went on working on the larger and larger ones until he made a telescope with broad objects 30 times nearer. So he was keep on trying to work on the telescope. Okay, because he had an aim that 30 times, okay, 30 times the object should be brought nearby, 30 times. Understood? In now paragraph 7, with the aid of this telescope, he made important discoveries about the heavenly bodies. So with the help of this new telescope, he wanted to discover something new in the heavenly bodies. Now he found that Jupiter, you know what is Jupiter? It's a planet, right? Yes, Jupiter had little moons that revolved around it. He found that the sun had spots on it, that the spots slowly moved across its face. He found from this the sun, like the moon, spins around itself. Okay, so now he found the Jupiter had a little moons on it. Okay, he also found the sun has a spots. Okay, and he also found the sun also revolves, sun also moves slowly. Okay, and he found that sun and earth spins around itself. In 8th paragraph, some 50 years earlier, a Polish astronomer called Copernicus had declared that earth was a planet like the other planet. So there was a person called as Copernicus, okay, and he said that earth is also a planet like a other planet. Okay, and like them it revolved around the sun. So earth also revolved around the sun. This was said by the Copernicus. Copernicus could not, however, prove this to the men of his day, and a few people paid any great attention to his idea. So when Copernicus has told this, that earth is a planet which revolves around the sun, he was not able to prove it. Okay, and the people didn't believe and did not give attention to his idea. They said it's just a news, it is a fake news. So nobody believed to the Copernicus theory. So now in 9th paragraph, Galileo was started teaching about Copernicus theory. Okay, and in the Venice, the students were too much amazed. But some of the people were against the Galileo because it's proof that whatever they have taught to the students, it was wrong. Okay, and the theory of Galileo was opposed to the theory of other teachers. Okay, and church had a different view. The church had a different view towards the ideas about the sun and the earth were different from the what Galileo was teaching. Okay, and then this church had a court which is called as
Inquisition,
which tried and punished those that consider unbelievers. Okay, that means the Galileo, whatever he is teaching, that is against the Bible. So there was a court in a church. Okay, Galileo was asked to appear before his court, and the people have told him to kneel and declare that he no longer believed that the earth move around the sun. So that was the punishment, and this was the punishment was given by the church members, that he has to kneel down and he has to apologize, saying that, or to feel sorry, saying that whatever I have taught, it was wrong. Okay, and earth move around the sun. He know that if he refuse, and Galileo know that if he say no, I can't say, so what will happen? He might put in a prison, he can put in a jail. Okay, I can put in a jail and can be tortured. So what did he say? With a fear he obeyed the order. Okay, there is story that he rose from his knees after his public declaration. He whispered to himself. Okay, so he told loudly, yes, whatever I am teaching, it's wrong. But slowly he said to himself, okay, what did he say? But still it does move. What he said? Still it does move. The court ordered Galileo not to teach his wickedness to anyone. That means they warned the Galileo that you shouldn't teach this kind of theory to anyone hereafter. So in 11th paragraph, Galileo did not obey the church order. So he said previously that, okay, fine, I'm sorry, I will not teach this again in front of everybody. But slowly he said to himself that still it's true. Okay, and he did not obey the church order. So what did he do? He continued his studies, and after a time started teaching his ideas again. After some time he started teaching the same thing. Okay, and besides he wrote a book in which he criticized the old belief. When the book came out, the Inquisition once again ordered him to appear. So now Galileo, what happens? They're teaching these things, and he has wrote one book. Okay, and again the church people have called him to the court. Okay, and again he tried as believe as non-believer, right? So here what happened? After a long trial, he sent to prison. After speaking to long, but Galileo said, no, I will not accept this. Whatever is a truth, correct? But after long discussions, what they have done, they have sent the Galileo to the prison. Okay, and but he was now an old man. He was allowed to go home 20 days later because he was very old man. He can't stay in the prison, right? You can see in a picture he was in a prison, right? But as he was an old man, right, after 22 days they have left to his house. This is a story about Galileo. It's a bit curious story, right? So read this chapter again, and if you have any doubt, please ask me. Thank you. Have a good day.